Um, Good afternoon. I'm Robin Winkler with the Green Party in Taiwan. We prepared a lot of slides and pictures and all that, and we told you we'd have a PowerPoint. So I came up with a summary of what basically outlines the response to the first two questions. What's the situation with the climate? What's happening in Taiwan due to climate change? And how is the Taiwan government responding? So I thought I'd just show this to everyone. This is what's happening in Taiwan, based on United Nations reports, based on, indeed, some of the data that Kennedy just presented us with. This is what's happening in Taiwan with climate change. Nobody knows. Nobody in the international community knows. Okay, we have droughts. Record droughts. We haven't lost 300,000 people, but we've lost a lot of people, a lot of farmland. It's predicted that up to 1/3 of Taiwan's arable land is going to be lost due to land subsidence, which is in turn related to climate change. So we have our very serious problems. What's the government doing? There's a lot of things that they're doing on paper, but I think, as we all know, you address problems both as a short-term perspective, a medium-term, and a long-term. And if what you're doing short-term, such as building nuclear power plants that are less impactful on the emissions short-term, then you're doing something. But the medium-term and the long-term is left out. The Taiwan Greens, basically, you can read about us in our charter, Global Greens Charter. Carolyn Lucas's Green Alternatives Globalization. Those are basically the approaches that we're taking. Conservation, no nuclear, looking to have specific targets and timelines in our Greenhouse Reduction Act. The Taiwan government has moved the goalpost several times with its commitments. But seriously, we are subject in Taiwan. If we want any access to the United Nations, we have to go through China. If we want to do anything with our nuclear waste, we have to get the permission of the United States. So what I think Taiwan has a tremendous amount to offer. And as Margaret Blackers reminded me in our last Congress in 2010 in Taipei, Taiwan isn't burdened by the United Nations. Taiwan isn't burdened by all these things that have been going on for the last 20 years since we found the problems pretty serious, and we just let it get worse, even in countries like, we've heard, New Zealand. So what can Taiwan do? And that leads me to the last point. What would I like to see the APGF do? I'd like to see the APGF help Taiwan more. Help us get a voice. Help us do what we can do really well. We have participated in, our government has participated in some local initiatives on information sharing. There's a lot of resource, there's a lot of experience in mitigation and so forth. So I think that if APGF can help Taiwan, I think Taiwan has a tremendous amount to offer, to share. We were able to come here, fortunately, without any aid from Australia because we don't qualify as a country. So we've got 12 delegates. We were going to have 13, but we're here. We're ready to engage, and we really thank everyone for this. We're really proud to have Kelly here, and thank you very much.